I bet they would like to see somebody do something with this property.
This would be so easily converted into pasture.
Oh yeah.
Into silvo-pasture. And
yeah, very minimal work.
why do you have to bring us to the expensive ones that I like? I love it. I do. I really like this one.
I do too. I really do like this one.
Is this what you wanted?
Yes. This is what I want. This is what I've been looking for.
Ah.
I think these should be locked. I don't think they're gonna be. Oh.
You can kind of see inside.
Yeah, it's like a. This looks like a little sunroom.
Yeah.
Is my guess.
Come on, Kinsley. Let's go. Come on. You don't need to chase the mice. Let's go.
Oh, this is kind of cool. It's got 2 French doors up here. There's double doors.
A Dumbledore.
Interesting.
Well, there's a library in there. I see a bunch of books.
It's interesting. I've never seen that. 2 little mini double doors. So the property goes over, it kind of does a step back. So it should be this tree line and this little wedge out right here and then comes back over. It's kind of a interesting little, hard to explain, but kind of like this little and then comes.
And that's where the creek starts, or
it looks like something should be starting right
water
in here or ending right there. Yeah, they said we could drive all the way back.
we can drive all the way back.
So we're kind of running out of the wide part of it. It's all back into here. It's all these trees kind of up and towards the front, but it'll get a little skinnier. But we have quite a ways this way that we can go. It's mostly wooded. Almost this entire property is almost all wood. We're pretty close. This isn't included.
That's not.
But it's weird. It must. There's a fence line up there, but it shows that we're almost up at maybe. No, we're still a ways off, but it looks like the property line's pretty close right there. Yeah, because there's somebody's really nice house right there.
Yep. Very nice big house right there.
I bet they would like to see somebody do something with this property. Yeah, so that's the property line, that fence right there. You see the fence? So that means it wouldn't be too hard to put electric back here then. Because if they thought all that.
It's a nice dump trailer. Oh, there's where the septic was. So old house site right there.
Here's the front stairs. We're going up the steps.
Yeah, big set of stairs. That would have been a big house. There's a big pit in it. Like,
must have a basement.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Wow. Yeah, very big.
Yeah, I wonder if we could reuse this. Obviously, nothing's been here for a really long time. That's at least 10 years of growth on some of those trees. Come on, guys.
Look at that tree right there.
Yeah.
That thing's huge.
Yep. This has not been a home site for a long time.
Very long time.
The ground seems really dry.
Yeah, it does. The last property we're at, the ground was not dry.
No.
This is very dry. This would be so easily converted into pasture,
Oh, yeah.
into silvo-pasture, and
Yeah, very minimal work.
comparatively.
Yeah. Compared to like a lot of the ones we've looked at. Get up. Nope. Come on. You don't need one more. That is precarious.
Is it?
Well,
Let's
just
see.
looking from here.
Oh yeah, the rocks. The foundation work.
Yep.
It's so crazy what they do with foundations around here.
It is. Very different.
Wow, look at that thing.
I wonder what that used to be.
That's cool.
What was that? Like a little milking stand?
I wonder if it was like an aviary.
Oh, maybe a chicken coop, an old coop?
Yeah, like an old coop or a...
That's fun.
There's the fence line.
Look how pretty the neighbor's house and stuff
It's
is.
a very nice neighbor's house. They come over. All right, when are you building the McMansion?
Building the McTiny home.
Wow.
It's interesting.
The amount of ivy that's here,
Yeah.
either poison ivy or poison oak that's around here, seems like a lot. I mean, look at that stalk on that thing.
Not all ivy's poison. It could just be regular ivy too. You can't tell without the leaves.
That thing is ginormous. It's upstairs. It seems like it's in solid foundation, or solid condition.
Just not the exterior.
The
exterior is really bad. One half's all caved in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think a tree hit it.
It comes with a croquet set and a dartboard.
Nice. Yeah, this side over here
Yeah.
is completely, the whole wall is unattached.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. I see the wall is not attached. Right here. There's your problem. Wow. How interesting. the way that they had the outside walls attached to the foundation, they had, instead of it being directly over the foundation, it was probably 3-4 feet off of the foundation with 45-degree beams supporting it.
Interesting.
Why do you have to bring us to the expensive ones that I like? I love it. I do. I really like this one.
I do too. I really do like this one. Look at this. That is awesome. You guys are blocking the pretty little waterfall. Hang on, Kinsley. Hello.
Maybe she'll wash herself.
That's what I was thinking.
It splits. There's a
Yep.
one right there and one right there.
And then it supposedly is supposed to come back this way, right here, and so that goes back into the property. Yeah.
Oh, look at Kinsley.
Good, good, good.
Good job, Kinsley. Lay down even more. Roll around.
Roll, get your head in there. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, a lot of work to clean it all up, but this would be such an amazing property, but this would take a couple years for us to get it in shape.
This is what you wanted?
Yes. This is what I want. This is what I've been looking for.
Oh! Oh, wow. Look at that swimming hole.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect
Oh, that is
swimming hole.
beautiful water. Oh my gosh, honey. Why do you have to find the expensive ones? That's so lame. But he did say there's no reason to go look at it if we're not willing to buy it if we love it.
Yep. I did say that. And you didn't tell me no, there was no reason. So this is the property line right here where the fence is. Is that like a...
Yeah, it's a little storage.
behind it?
Uh-huh. Little storage shed underneath the carport.
Oh my goodness, that's where they put all the stuff from the house. Maybe. Oh, there's a Christmas tree.
Oh, yay. Christmas trees are good. Oh, it's tiny. It's itsy bitsy.
It's a Katie size. Alright. Got some luggage. That's some awesome.
You can return your return your luggage you just bought.
Make it so it's not a knuckle buster.
My feetsies are cold.
Yeah?
It's cold out here.
It is cold out here. The ground is frozen solid.
Yeah, this was all thistles
Yeah, it
last time we were here.
Yeah, so we didn't walk back in here. We walked a little bit into the woods, but not very far.
I wonder, you know what's really strange? Look how it lays. Is this because we just got tons of water that just flowed through here? Why is it all laid?
Well, the snow would have been heavy and
Oh,
all dead,
okay,
so it would have laid it down.
okay.
I don't think it's water. I think it's the heavy snow. Because if we got like 5 or 6 inches, that would have, anything that was struggling would have just fallen over. Yeah, those are some pokey.
Yeah, these are the pokey thistles.
Those are not pleasant to walk.
Thistles and thorns.
Wow.
Yeah.
They stab, look at those are, they stab you.
Yeah, they get you good.
That means the dogs are going to be covered.
Yep.
But this will be a nice, quick pasture
Very nice. Very quick, very nice pasture.
that we can clean up pretty easily. And then we'll have areas for shade.
Yeah, nice little silvo-pasture in here. And very easy, quickly converted pasture right here.
And we're going to go with the assumption this is organic because the gentleman who lived here for 20 years I don't think he ever had animals on it.
Right. Or probably didn't use chemical stuff. Thank you. Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Did it pop back up?
I did.
We've got a big variety of trees too. We got to figure out all the different varieties.
Big tractor tire and a bench. One of the things that we noticed is there's benches everywhere on this property. It's so weird.
That's a really nice back here.
Yeah. For the amount of rain and wetness that we've gotten lately, the ground is nice and firm.
We're halfway in between of the little pop out, so it goes quite a ways this way and this way still.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've still got quite a ways this way.
Yeah, if you look straight ahead, you can see the grass for the neighbor's field. Yeah.
But yeah, there's still quite a bit back in here that we never even saw.
Right.
Which is crazy. I thought we walked pretty much the entire property, but I forgot we didn't go back in here. I didn't think it was as big. I thought it was just that little field right there.
Yeah, what did we think that these trees here were? Cedar?
Yeah, we thought these were cedar. Either cedar or a sequoia. Like a redwood. Either way. There's quite a few dead ones back here.
Mm-hmm.
Like vines overtook stuff back on this end.
Yeah. And that's a theme throughout most of the property, is vines, vines, vines.
These are crazy. Look at these. Oh, there's is this a... There's definitely animals around here. Oh, that's the fence line.
Oh, geez.
Okay, we need some fence management.
Oh, no. Oh, look at that fence.
Oh, look how beautiful the neighbors are.
Yeah, they maintain.
Wow.
I can see why they're like, what are the new neighbors like?
We'll clean this out for y'all.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Okay, I thought it was like a creek or something. Nope, that is just the...
That's a fence line.
Alright. That's a lot of work.
This goes back to getting a tractor and a bush hog or brush hog or whatever.
And again, this is what we talked about, like up here. I don't know if that's water management again.
Oh yeah.
Or if that's another.
That was by the fence.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
It's like up that way a bit. But we never saw any water up this close to the house.
No.
But the listing said water was 100 yards from the house. That the creek was 100 yards from the house.
Point of reference.
Yep.
Carport. It's back there. It's a very easy terrain to walk on. And you can tell it's heavily treed, but they're mostly pretty small, with the occasional thick, large trees. Like this one here. What's that little ditch?
That's what says the creek is.
Okay. And then it's filled in with a bunch of debris.
Yeah, I think it just needs to be cleaned out. But it says we're right on the...
Oh yeah. Is that right where it starts?
Pretty close. It starts supposedly right where this pile of trees are.
Oh, interesting.
Or something. So.
Strange.
Yeah.
Be interesting. Yeah, you can feel the ground here.
Yeah, it's a lot. I think there might be a spring or water under here. That'd be exciting. Clean it out, but yeah, it's a lot softer and a lot greener right here than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
So the roadway, or we'll call it a road, it's definitely elevated. You may not be able to see that, but it's 4 feet, 5 feet above where I just was. On both sides there, that one's about a 2 foot drop.
Yeah, And for reference, also, you can see the green, the nice, beautiful neighbors versus the overgrown of this property. And then the majority of the property is that way from the width-wise, but it is a long property, so it still goes back quite a ways. We're only not even, what, a quarter into it.
You can hear the neighbor's tractor next door. There they are. He's maintaining his fence line. He's like, hint, hint, hint.
We don't own it yet. It's not ours yet.
Yeah, so this roadway needs a little clearing right here.
Yeah, not bad though.
No, not bad. But the roadway's there, and it continues
This is the biggest
here.
way.
Yeah, so
But
these
you
just,
might be able to go around it too.
oh, we'll just clean it out because it'll be nice to have a nice, clean, clear path. And then here's another outbuilding, which we think was a chicken coop or a small bird aviary. Oops, excuse me. So, a little lean-to, and then,
It's got a sunroof,
yeah,
skylight.
skylight, yeah. Screwed up driveway.
What's that?
That's what?
Right there.
That stuff was there last time we were
What
here.
is it though? Like inside of a car?
Oh,
look at the deer.
Look at the deer.
I don't know if I got them on film or not. Like, I don't know if you could see them.
Looks like you're pointing upwards.
Well, you can still see the hood of the car. I did it upward so it wasn't just the hood of the car.
Okay.
Good commentary.
All right.
You guys excited? Kinsley? Oh, ouch.
Oh my God, hurt.
They were excited.
You guys, don't chase the deer. Come on, guys. Literally chasing the deer.
Oh boy.
There was a whole family of them.
Oh,
A
shoot.
Huge family of them back there.
Oh. They will never catch the deer. Do you approve, Kinsley? Do you approve?
So far they approve.
So far they approve.
Tell us about the property.
So it's just over 60 acres, and it has 2 houses and a bunch of outbuildings. I don't know how many exactly. There's carport, couple sheds, couple barns. So.
And there's a livable house and a fixer-upper house.
Both are fixer-uppers.
Okay, but there's a livable house and then there's a
then
fixer-upper house.
One that's really, really a fixer-upper.
And what's the configuration? It's a 2-2?
Yeah, it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom for the one that we would consider livable.
All right, so, and it's fully fenced.
Yep, 3/4 fenced. The front and both sides are fenced, but the back is not.
Okay. So the driveway to the property goes down here to a gate at the road. There's another gate where these power lines go, and we were thinking maybe another driveway here. We'll see. Does anybody want a Golf GL?
I don't see anything inside of it.
It stinks. Okay, well, free car.
Yay!
Yeah. It's crazy how many vines are just everywhere.
One of our viewers said they've been working on getting vines out of their property for 2 years.
Oh boy. I'm gonna go see what this little thing is down here. I think this is a dried up pond. Okay. It's a pond. It's very dry, but it's a pond. Ah, that's cool. Let's see if I can make it back up. Okay. There's a barn over here.
Is this the metal one or is this a different one? Oh, is this the wood one?
And there's a nice gradual slope downward, down this way into where that pond is. The barn is in actually really decent shape. There's a few boards and posts and beams that should be replaced, but overall it's in really good shape. And it looks like there's electricity out to the barn here. There's a gate right there between. Yeah, we can get through. All right. So the road is over there, right?
Yeah, the street.
Yeah, the street, yes. Yeah.
I'm like, which road? There's lots of roads.
Well,
This area is probably one of the most sloped of the property.
okay.
One of two. Here and then in the back by the creek. But I think what we would do here is just kind of thin it out, make like a silvo-pasture. It's pretty thin already, but take some of the, just clean it up basically with some of the saplings, and then just let the grass regrow. It's already got some good growth there. Grass.
Some good, yeah.
Yeah, it's already, you can tell it gets enough sunlight already. So it's already kind of started. And then we have another barn down here. And then the older homestead. Actually, this is the newer of the two, I think.
Okay.
Because one was in the 1930s and the other was in the 1980s.
Oh, okay. Let's go to this
Barn.
building right there. Yeah.
I think it's kind of like a machine shed, maybe, if I remember correctly. Oh, this was the garage.
Okay, so there's the 1980s house right there. And this looks like a garage.
Yeah, I think this was the garage for the house.
The roof on this one's caving in. Yeah, this one's, oh boy, not so good. Now, Kinsley, come on out. There's no need to go in there. This one's had better days.
Yep, this one's materials, or we can pop the roof back up and put a support beam in there. Just depends on what we need it for, but it'd be a good for like tractor, like to have equipment down here.
We can still continue past this fence
Yep.
a ways down into there. So, all right, let's go check out this old 1980s house.
Oh boy.
The foundation out here does not look good. Yeah, that's pretty damaged. This whole wall, portion of the wall just collapsed. These trees just overtook it. Yeah, that's looking rough.
But yeah, I think this again will be just clean up some of the saplings and the undergrowth, and then it just kind of let it go, like, or let it be, and use it as needed for rotation.
Look at that. The neighbor house up there. I don't know if that's the closest neighbor, but right up there on the hill.
It's the closest neighbor on this side of the property.
Is it?
Yeah, the other neighbors that we talked to are the closest neighbors on that side of the property.
It's the White House on the hill.
Tennessee version. Another bench. No more bench. That'd be a good place for an orchard. It seems like it gets a lot of sun.
The road is over here.
And then it runs straight down, right?
Yeah.
Right there.
And I can see our fence line, the fence line right down there before you get into the field that's beyond these trees. Wow. I'm still going downhill. Still downhill. Let's see, where's Katie?
You see me?
All I see are some arms waving behind a tree. That's quite the slope, actually.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, there's a big old rock here. Big old boulder. And here's a fence right here. Okay. So there is, in fact, a fence. I'm at the property line right here. All right, so here's the property line. There's a fence. And there's the road right there. The street, whatever we're calling it. All right, let's make our way back up. So the fence line, the property line is right down there.
Okay.
I walk down there and it's that field that's beyond these tree lines, not part of the property.
Is that on the other side of a street, or is that just
Just a
property
fence.
line?
Just a fence.
Okay.
The street is
Over there.
over,
Okay.
yeah, behind us. So let's head
Back up.
yeah, and see if we can find that
It's pretty level over here.
that old driveway.
Yeah, this is where the slope was.
Yep. Looks like some nice grass here.
Yeah.
Like this would be good. It looks like it'd be good hay. Hay grass or hay field or hay grass.
Yeah, and there's some decent trees to keep, and you know, some clearly that we would take down
Yeah.
that are either dead or just saplings. I think it'd just be deciding which ones we want to keep and which ones we want to take down. But this side of the property seems like it'd be a lot easier of a clearing than the fence lines in some of the other areas.
So we're going to be meeting up with an old driveway road on the property.
Yeah, there's 3 entrances. I think one is obviously the driveway that we came in that goes to the main house. One goes to the older house or newer house,
Yeah.
but worse condition. And then there was another one on the edge of the property, right?
The two you just described go to the houses, and then there's one right in between. That's where the telephone pole and the power pole went. That's where I started walking when we were first by the
car.
the car.
This is nice.
Yeah, this is also a very nice field. Clearly plenty of grass.
I think that's the fence right there.
Oh, that's the property line fence?
And then I can see it over here too. And it looks like it comes around.
Okay. Okay, well let's follow the fence line, just go straight.
Go back. So this should take us back to the creek, right?
Yes. Yeah, if we were to follow that fence all the way to the back of the property, we would hit the creek.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice tree up there. It's a couple nice trees. A lot of it looks like it's, only about 20 or so years old. It doesn't look like it's super old growth.
Yeah, this was probably a very nice large pasture, and then it just got overtaken.
Yep.
Not managed and overtaken. I guess we will find out what it takes to reclaim a pasture.
Wood, are you eating a stick?
He's eating a stick.
Are you eating a stick, Buggy? Right, where are we at? Yeah, we're kind of walking the property line. We're probably 20 feet from it.
Okay.
Or so. Maybe a little further.
Okay.
But if we just keep heading in this direction, we'll parallel the property line and we'll go back towards where the big creek is.
Okay, great.
And the other features.
Great. Let's do it.
But there's a lot of moss here.
Yes, there's a lot of moss.
Which makes me wonder if there's some sort of spring, because if you just look, there's a lot of signs that there's water here.
Okay, and you can also see the ground kind of goes doot, 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 like there's water that runs down it and creates those water
bars or pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd be curious. Oh, Kinsley, please don't dig into holes. Yeah, but there's a lot of moss.
Yeah, there's a lot of moss.
So this might be another good area for a pond, too. A lot of fungi. That's pretty. All the mushrooms growing on that.
Yeah, look at these giant vines.
Yeah, I don't know what those are.
All right, we're looking for advice. What kind of vines are these? They are everywhere on the property. There's some that are 3 or 4 times the size of this.
Well,
Help us out.
Here's where it comes out of the ground.
Oh wow, look at that thing.
So. This is crazy back here. I think this is the driveway though, or the road.
Okay, we found the road.
It looks like it.
Come on, Floyd!
Once this is cleaned up, it's going to be gorgeous.
All right, ready? Paper, rock, scissors. We'll do best 2 out of 3. Ready?
For what?
You'll find out in a second.
I don't like this.
1, 2, 3. Okay, I win. 1, 2, 3. Okay,
win.
you win. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, a tie. 1, 2, 3. Damn it, you win.
All right.
Well, you get to clear it up then.
You're right.
That was a no-win for you no matter what.
Yeah.
I could just change the rule.
Exactly. That's not a fair sportsmanship. So
Is this
there's
a
fence line.
fence?
But we're still so far away from it.
Okay, so that's just to keep them in the pasture?
It might be, yeah, because we're still walking.
No, Kinsley. Nope. I don't know what you found, but we're not doing it. It's a bone. She found a bone. Come on, Floyd. Wow. So much to clean up.
1 acre at a time, babe. 1 acre at a time.
Wow. This is going to be nuts in the spring and summer.
Oh, it's going to be so full.
Yeah.
We're going to have to clear it in the fall. Floyd, what do you got, buddy?
Yeah, it's going to have to be
Buddy, what do you have?
a winter and a fall project.
You had a rock.
No, that was a bone.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a once the leaves are down project.
Yeah.
But I think what we can do in the spring and summer, we can determine which ones are alive and which ones are dead by the growth, obviously, because right now it's really hard to tell. I mean, some are super obvious, like this is dead, right? Like very obvious on some of them, but not everything. So we can come through and spray paint and mark what we want to take down in the winter, and then it'll be super easy for us to come back through and clear. And we'll just pick a section at a time and just do a couple acres. And that'll be...
Yeah.
And we'll obviously get the worst first, like where it's the dangerous trees. But a lot of the littler stuff can wait.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Oh yeah, like that one looks like I got hit by lightning.
Wow. These are crazy trees.
Yeah, like this is a different type of vine.
Yeah, I think that's it's a no-touchy vine.
Yeah, I don't want to touch any of the vines.
No, neither do I. I just don't know yet. The ones that look hairy, I'm definitely not touching.
But before we cut into anything, we are going to identify it.
Yes.
Because we definitely don't want to be cutting poison sumac or some of the other ones that can cause some significant respiratory and just long-term effects.
Where are we on the property?
We're almost to the creek.
Really?
Yeah, we're still
It's interesting that it starts going back up
Yeah, it goes up to get to the creek.
here. Oh, it goes up to get to the creek?
Yeah, because remember, it
Okay.
went up last time to get to the creek.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a building right up here.
Yeah.
Right in front of me, there's a building.
So technically, we're on a dry weather creek right now, or some type of water management
Okay.
that because according to Google Maps, it shows that we're pretty much kind of right in this area.
Which makes sense because there's a
hill on
hill
both
right in
sides.
front of us, and we just came down a hill
That's kind of the
back
valley
there.
between.
So we are definitely in a valley
Yep. So.
going this way.
Yep.
And this is towards the creek, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's head up. I'm gonna go check out that building. That'll be the roadway up there too.
Oh.
The driveway that's on the property.
Got it.
You can see the slope by how much Katie gains in height as she walks forward. This is a cool building. Oh, concrete block. Is it concrete block or is it just layers of cement? I think it's layers of cement. Big crack in the foundation there. Another big crack in the foundation.
Oh, there's stairs.
Yeah, there's stairs.
What could go wrong?
Oh, I don't know. I'll just peek up here with the camera.
The floor looks pretty sturdy.
Yeah, I mean,
The whole building looks pretty sturdy.
oh, that's cool.
I think this could be a little rental.
I would really like to know how to fix the cracked foundations.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are
Yeah.
very sturdy and very dry.
Because it's all built above ground level.
But I can see through,
Oh, yeah.
like I can see through it is 100% severed.
Yeah.
So how do you fix this? That's so cool though.
Yeah, and it's, what, almost 7 foot tall?
Yeah, I can stand up.
Almost
Well.
completely.
I hit my forehead.
Yeah. But,
Wow, I'm gonna go around the other side. There's a entrance to the top floor up here.
oh, cool.
Cool.
This is where I started to get really excited. Can you hear it?
I can. The camera's not gonna hear that.
You hear rushing water.
Yes, you do.
You hear very, very much rushing water.
Yep.
So this is where my little heart started to pitter-patter. Maybe they can hear it now.
Let's go.
I'd want to put my house back here. the dogs are in.
That is a massive tree. Wow. Wow. That is a very big tree.
That's cool.
Oh my gosh.
There's a couple big ones, but this one I think is the biggest.
You're gonna go sit in the chair?
I was gonna go sit in the chair. I'm not gonna go sit in the chair.
So we got a little bit of a log jam here.
Yeah.
And the S curve of the creek.
Yeah.
But it goes
Both
up
sides.
there for how long do you think it goes up this way?
All the
Another
way through our property.
300, 400, 500 feet.
Yeah.
And then the property also goes up here.
And all the way back down.
And then it follows the creek all the way down. So we'll keep doing that, but it's on both sides. So the creek goes through our property.
Yep. And I would say
Or
what we
the
have
property.
1,000 feet of creek frontage at least.
Yeah, probably.
At least. So pretty, so peaceful. There's like nothing back here. I'm gonna record this sound and make a video of just relaxing sounds.
That's a good idea. For all of our viewers that can't sleep, they
Yeah.
want a relaxing sound of music.
Of
or
nature.
Of nature, rather.
And then in this, like when the frogs come out, we can have all the peeper
that'd be
sounds.
great.
Like the different seasons of the creek.
Look at these mushrooms, honey.
Wonder what those are. There's a lot of them.
I know it's called bracket fungi, but I don't know specifically what kind it is.
So this is the hilliest part of our property, where it's gonna go up a little ways and up a little ways. But when I say a little ways, I would say that's maybe a 40-foot hill. So it's not like a mountainside or anything. It's not a significant crazy hill, but it has, I would say, a good 30% slope at least. So it is a little bit steeper, but very walkable, very manageable.
Mm-hmm.
Still usable. It's a pretty good spot. Much more peaceful without the rustling dogs.
It's nice up there.
Yeah. Be a good house site.
Cha.
So I bet you have kind of a view back there.
We'll see.
How far are we away?
It's over there.
Yeah. Still a ways.
Probably,
A couple hundred more feet.
yeah. Nice little swimming hole right here, too. Look at that, how deep that is.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple really nice pockets. Slippy boots! Slippy boots! So, there is a road cut in the entire length of the property all the way to the back.
Yes.
But it's very overgrown. It's not too rutted out though. It's not horrible. I think if we just cleared it and graded it and put some water management bars in it.
That's so pretty. That's so cool.
It's gonna be a beast of a tree to remove.
If you even remove it at all.
Yeah. It's a good question. Pros and cons of removing it, leaving it.
Yeah, the question is whether you clear up the creek line or...
With all the fallen trees that are over the creek, pros and cons. Pros to leaving it, cons to leaving it, pros to removing it, and cons to removing it. I can see both.
Look at these giant boulders.
Yeah, I loved this area.
And they continue down. There's even boulders down there.
I think we're probably getting back toward the coyotes.
Yeah, the neighbors were warning that coyotes are pretty prevalent around here, back here. So right now the creek is behind us.
Come on, guys. Floyd. Like he knows there's water. Guess what we're getting ready to show that's on the back of our property? Put it in the comments.
Hit pause, comment, resume.
And then see if you're correct. How far are we away?
It's over there.
Yeah. So
probably
a couple hundred more feet?
Yeah.
Like he knows there's water.
We have river frontage, or this property has river frontage. So there's an area down here that you can get into the river. Nice little flat area. Right over this ridge right here is where the creek that runs through the property empties into this river. We need to go up?
Yeah, we need to go away from the river, not along the road.
Yeah, okay. Let's go up.
Where's my waterfall sounds?
Yeah. It's very thick.
Yeah, I haven't been through here before.
I'm glad this is not the spring or the summer. We would not be getting through this. It's pretty amazing what 60 plus acres is.
Yeah. Hey, I found it.
You did, you found it. Good job.
High five.
All right, we are back at the shed along the roadway. We're heading back towards the house. And we are at another barn. This one is not in that great of shape.
Materials?
Lots of materials, if we can get it safely. Oh yeah, look at that barn. Ouch. All the wood just started rotting. Look at those things. Those are awesome. Big old iron nails. That's so cool. So, if I can get this thing down safely, there is tons of material here.
There's another building right there.
There's another building? Oh boy.
When I say building,
Oh, like a...
I should say a pile of material. Let's not get it twisted.
Oh, up there?
Yeah.
Back there?
Yes.
Yeah. Katie was saying about the Tuesday episodes. What are we going to call it? Treasure Tuesday?
Oh yeah, Treasure Tuesdays, where we will pick an area of the property and either do metal detecting or cleaning something out, and we'll see what treasures we find. Trash to treasure.
Treasure Tuesday or Trashy Tuesday?
Yeah, you choose. Anything else you wanted, buddy? That's all we wanted. We're very excited that we now own a wheelbarrow, or we will own a wheelbarrow.
That's right. For those that have been following since our days in Portland, you know that we didn't pack our wheelbarrow into the pods. So
it was the one thing we left behind. So cute.
here's a back porch and a back deck. This is where we first started walking back. We were right up there and we went that way. That's where we first started walking today.
He pulled all the way up to here.
Yeah, I don't know why he would have come over here. The appraiser came all the way over here to park when there was clearly a parking structure up front. And then got stuck. Why? Like, why would you have done this? Clearly the house needs to be cleared of brush around it. Oh, there's another bunny rabbit. Yep. All right, and here we are, back to the place.
After about 2 years of searching, 5 states, 54 Homestead Property Search vlogs, we finally have made it to Property Search 55.
The search was long, it was fun, but there were definitely areas and times of frustration, but we didn't want to settle. We knew that this property was out there somewhere, and we finally found it.
So we want to thank you guys so much for coming along on our journey with us so far, for all of you who watched all of our Property Search vlogs, and the new joiners around the way. Just wanted to say thank you. We appreciate you. Hope you continue to watch us as we start to...
Yeah, as we grow this homestead and develop it into the dream that we have. Yep. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.